to play, and it has been working out very well for him. He's been successful in taking down a lot of different opponents, and
there it is.
As expected, Anivia versus Tahm Kench.
And what better time than this to do a pirate cast? Ahoy, mateys!
No.
Welcome! No, I'm just kidding.
I like how you unintentionally became Welsh for half a second on the way out. It's like you just blurred.
Welcome, mateys! To my ship, I've got a crew full of people that sail the 7 seas, plundering all kinds of gold.
Okay, you can stay a pirate. I like this. We can't, but he can do it.
That is the most terrifying pirate. You know, if I was to run into a lot,
I sound like someone that's, you know, that someone that sells fish fingers in the UK. That's what I'm reminded of.
What, is that a thing? Someone that sells fish fingers? Like door to door? No. Like a 60s vacuum cleaner salesman?
I realized
like, sir, please, sir, can I get some fish sticks? Like, there's like the milkman, and then there's the fish finger salesman in the UK? Is there a cultural barrier that I missed here?
That's the game I can't breathe.
This is why us English folk have problems with the Welsh. I'm not.
That's not what I meant.
Okay. Well, for now, nothing has happened, so you didn't miss anything, except for whatever the heck is happening in England. Noway continues to farm up. It's pretty back and forth. Tahm Kench early back for boots. Wouldn't be surprised to see Swifties or just Merc treads here. The wall here for Anivia is a really big deal. It mitigates a lot of Tahm Kench's ability to just walk at people.
But Snowball counters that.
Sure, but
And also, if Tahm Kench eats Anivia, it can chuck her over her own wall.
Wow.
Possibly.
All right.
That's a cheeky little cheater recall, though, because he's got a null magic mantle now. Maybe that gives him the edge. I'm not sure.
I mean,
I feel like Anivia doesn't really do anything until she hits 6 anyway.
This could be a game where we wait for Mr. Noway here to grab a lost chapter, push out, and get another tower victory.
Oh, look, he's doing the thing. Did you guys read the Dopa translations about him talking about, like, the science of mid lane and, like, his thing and all the clever stuff that he does?
I did, like, one Dopa VOD, because it's, like, a thing forever, right? Like, people, like, worship Dopa, and understandably so. Yeah, but he's just too smart for me.
But he talks about these, like, things about where you learn patterns with specific champions, and that's how you can like master them. And once you understand the pattern with that champion, you can understand what other champions want to do, and you can like punish it. One of the specific things he does with Twisted Fate is like he tries to back half a wave through level 5, so that when he gets back to lane, he pushes out the wave, gets level 6, roams. And the reason why I bring that all up now is because what Noway did was he had no mana. He invested all of his mana into getting level 5, and then he recalls halfway through level 5, comes back, he's now got full mana, lost chapter, and he just clicks over to level 6.
Yeah.
And like, it's just a really good example of someone that has a very good understanding of their champion, and how to take advantage of like when they spike and how to utilize that power, and now he's already utilizing that power with the ultimate.
And I wonder, right now, it actually looks like he is just going to be able to, like, attrition is the name of the game here. Noway is holding on, and that's going to be first blood.
Really well executed there from Noway. Just like, honestly, so, like, he earns a lot of credit for playing these control mages, right? You talked about it, Foxrop, and Anivia is one of his favorite champions.
She's strong right now as well. She got buffed recently.
But like the way in which he set that whole thing up, like the way he managed his wave, the way he went back on the item, like this actually just like it's really good. It's really good lane management, and like there's a lot of really cool stuff that we're seeing here.
And I think the thing is that what we've seen from this Tahm Kench so far is that generally it's just you cannot kill him by the time he walks into melee range, and then he still has more effective health than you do. Whereas in this matchup, Anivia can win out in the war of attrition.
Sure. I mean, also, like, Tahm Kench, it's very difficult for him to trade if he doesn't land that snowball as well. Like, her whole kit is designed to stop champions from closing the gap, right?
And the thing is we now have a Leandries.
Yeah, and now the game's over.
That's mythic. Elwind's recalling, though, does he? Yeah, he's got his mythic as well. But, I mean, you're right. How does Tahm Kench ever get on top of
He has to land the snowball.
But the thing is,
without snowball.
I think the thing is, if he lands the snow, he has to use the snowball to get in range, because alt gives you the slow, Q will give you the stun. But if he uses the snowball first, Anivia just drops the wall on herself, and I think if you're as good as Noway, you just push Tahm Kench to the opposite side.
I will say that I personally think one of Elwind's biggest mistakes is running Grasp rather than Hail of Blades, because I think in this situation your priority is just getting on top of Anivia and applying your acquired taste stacks as fast as possible. But with the Grasp, you don't get as much value out of it. But
the pullback
window.
This is smart.
It's going to be big. Ulti's still ticking.
Oh,
And
he lands the stun just in time. He gets the stun, the ult, and the E off. Very well played there.
That was great health there as well. Elwind was this close
Alright.
to surviving.
You have two choices here. You can run the Tahm Kench back with different masteries, different setup, or you just ditch the Tahm Kench knowing that the Anivia
I
is
mean,
going to
all
show
we've
up.
seen from Elwind so far is the Tahm Kench. I don't know if he can play any of the champions.
Of course,
But I have no evidence to suggest that he can play anything else.
if there are bans, you got to ban Anivia though, right? Surely that's just like.
Hopefully we see an Anivia ban. We'll find out.
Yeah.
The next game is ready, so we'll hop right in. See exactly
We will
what the
not
strategy's
talk
gonna be.
about what happened earlier. That will not be mentioned again.
This is great. We're always like, time for the game. Us one more time, then the game. Okay.
See, I think stylistically this fits Elwind a bit more because Noway was hard countering Tahm Kench with all of his champions, whereas now Mage on Mage might be a little bit easier.
This is a minion battle.
Oh.
It's a battle of the little dudes.
This is Pokemon Go. Just like, gotta catch them all. Downside is what we've seen here is
They're
that
both on the wrong side of the rift, by the way.
also Elwind's Pokemon are just significantly less good. Is what we've learned.
But they can
turrets,
move.
They can move.
They have legs.
They are mobile.
Wait, I always forget a metal good into like.
Oh no.
I don't know, dude.
Into fish fingers?
Honestly, there are two people way better equipped for that, and they both cast the LCK, and neither of them are here. So since we don't have an Atlas or LS, we'll leave it and let it go. Oh, here we are though. This matchup I think is going to be
That's a good
a little bit more
That was a
explosive.
very good stun.
Man.
That's all summoners now gone from both sides. Elwind forced to disengage. It's
Honestly,
a battle of the minds now.
Nothing but
Heimerdinger
respect to,
versus Malzahar, both geniuses in their respective fields. Yet the 1v1 duel battle, who shall prevail?
what is Malzahar's field?
The void. A voidedry.
Voidedry.
Like Heimerdinger's like the revered
Or
inventor.
perhaps he's just an excellent.
Doesn't he just go crazy in the
Beastmaster.
void?
I mean, doesn't everyone?
Yeah, let's be fair to him.
I think it'd be reasonable to expect anything
I'm not
else.
well versed in Malzahar's lore, I will admit, but I can assume that he can levitate and spawn little void monsters. So he's got to be pretty clever, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
You know when you get ready going when he starts sounding very Welsh.
I'm just. Is this Welsh?
Well, you
I'm just saying.
started a little bit.
I'm just saying. Kha'Zix, void, stabby stab.
Blade arm.
Probably not that intelligent, right? You know.
Kog'Maw?
Oh, he had Rengar, didn't he?
What do you mean he had Rengar?
What
What is that?
Carved his eye out. Took it on him. That's the whole lore, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, exactly.
But there you
Whereas I'm
go.
sure Mouse's lore was all about like, he had a dark and
I thought he just
mysterious.
went crazy. Yeah, true. Classic. When in doubt, dark and
That's
mysterious
what I'm most
past.
excited for in the MMO.
That's happening.
Imagine that's the first line as you spawn in.
He had a
You had a
dark
dark and
and
mysterious
mysterious
past.
This is why you should be glad that we're shoutcasters,
Yeah.
we're not writers. Oh boy. Back on track, as we were saying, Malzahar's lore. No, focusing in level 7. Obviously, Noway. I'm continuously impressed by Noway in these 1v1s. I feel like he's been on the mages the entire time. He's gotten tower victories where no one else has. He seems like he's just consistently performing very, very well and on champions that we know him for. And now it's unclear to me if that's just because the champions that he's good at also happen to be insane in 1v1, or if he's just like sticking to his guns, if he's staying true to himself when the pressure is on.
He's definitely, we're seeing prime Noway here for sure. I mean, I've cast a lot of Noway in E Masters. He shows up in like every single one. And it's so, his champion pool, it's always the control mages, and that the fact that we've seen him kill turrets, and it's the only player in this 1v1 tourney we've seen kill turrets, really doesn't surprise me.
All I'm going to say is, when I played against Noway and I picked Nocturne mid, he picked Corki. Okay?
Oh.
So, like.
Who won?
What he did, because
that shocks
he
me.
picked a very unfair matchup and he didn't play.
So it was about the draft.
Yeah, he should have picked like Zed, and then we could have had an honorable duel. Do you know what I mean? A battle of mechanics, not a battle of right clicks. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I mean, it's 2v1. He's got his
It's
helicopter.
also quite, egotistical of me to say that Nocturne is a battle of mechanics.
I was going to give you your moment. I feel like you already conceded that you got B. I was just going to let you be like, yeah, sure, Vinny, yeah, you push a Q and R.
Yeah.
But sometimes you push the Q while you're pushing the R.
No, it has to be afterwards.
Yeah.
Can't do it mid-flight anymore?
I mean, you can do it, but it's not optimal.
Really?
It was very funny.
But you kill the animation and then...
Yeah, so the thing is,
Okay, wait, why are we talking about Nocturne? How did this happen?
well, so they're farming, right? So let's talk about the real stuff.
Reminder, you cannot win via 100 CS, and eventually a giant ring of fire will come and force them to kill each other.
Yes,
so if you're like,
correct.
wow, how is this going to end? It will be the ring of fire where they're forced to
Or
kill each
towers, one or the other.
other. Or Malzahar, potentially.
Do we have any idea when the Ring of Fire might come
It's
around?
7
I can't,
minutes.
yeah, but I can't see the in-game time.
Yeah, so I don't know when 7
It
minutes
feels like
is.
we've been in this game for longer than 7 minutes, but I think
False.
that's Malzahar versus
No, that's just having a
minions.
conversation with me.
Silence. We're at 5 minutes. We might not need another minute, though. Oh, my man. No
That's
way.
a lot. Is he done?
Whoa, come on.
Yeah.
He's gonna recall.
He was walking around with the confidence of a man who knows exactly how much damage he
Look at
takes,
the way
and then he
he-
barriers at like 2 health for no reason.
Mate, someone with a walk like Heimerdinger, he's full of confidence. No one walks like that unless you are full to the brim
True.
with confidence.
Or drunk. Those are kind of the options.
I rest my case. What? Oh, he got caught
You
in
comment
Yeah.
across the map.
That's
All right,
brilliant.
what was the
That's
option here?
optimization. Right,
Yeah.
Mal's is gonna have to be.
He needs
'cause
to get his
wants
mythic.
that mythic.
Yeah,
Ludens. All right, makes sense.
All right, surely he's gonna go fully Andrews.
absolutely.
Elwind.
Yeah, it's just so
A
good.
full combo from Elwind could probably kill a Heimer, right? Especially with that barrier.
He kind of, well, the thing is in the past play, Noway didn't really need the barrier, and he got triple Voidling, he landed the Q, he landed the E, and the ult. So it didn't look like enough, but now with Leandries, it surely must be.
Yeah. I think it is.
I think you might be on that, honestly. If not very
Bring
close to it.
forth the Ring of Fire!
I think you're-
Any minute now!
There it is.
The Ring of Fire
You know
shall appear in 30 seconds.
You know what the most tragic part of these item changes are? Is that there's no longer an item called Sunfire Cape. There's bring me my cape of suns. Remember Sunfire? Like we can't say
When
bring me.
did you ever say that?
That was the Garen meme when you could stack 5 Sunfire capes and just walk
You mean
at people.
back in season 1?
The item's been around. I'm just saying now. Bring me my Aegis of the Sun. It's
Is
like
that
too real.
Aegis?
Is that how it
Aegis.
is here in LEC? The play-by-play has to be ancient and show their age at least 1 point during a cast.
Yes.
Like now that Trev's not here, you have to take up.
you know
the
what ended
mantle.
in
Wait,
Stop
Foxtrot,
like
you literally
season
told me
4.
while we were eating food that you started making content in 2012. You were just as much of a boomer as I
I'm
am.
distinguished.
Yeah, I
I'm
see.
not old.
Yes.
I'm experienced.
When I played
you.
released Zinzao, he was skill intensive.
Yeah.
Back in my day, you couldn't tell which pixels in that was.
Yeah.
We had it tough back,
Back
then.
in my day, Sion had a skill shot.
Sounds too bad a skill shot.
Wait, I meant the other one. Point and click. I ruined it. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Ring of
love it.
Fire.
Okay, Ring of
Yeah.
Fire.
Will we go round
Here
3?
it comes. You've got to go
Oh,
for it.
this is not good. Oh, that's a big tower.
turret,
He's
but
got nowhere to go.
he has to tank
Oh,
it.
he's been trapped in the Thunderdome. That's not what you want to see. First blood. Going over when it matters most. Don Noway himself striking down with fiery turret vengeance to take the victory there. I kind of lost the plot halfway through that one. But that's it. He won. That means he's going to go toe-to-toe with Blippo in the finals.
2019 All-Star
Now, the thing is,
winner. 1v1.
he beat Uzi in the finals, Blippo. But can he beat Don Noway, German legend?
I don't know. If I can't beat Noway, who can?
That's true.
Because so far, no one else has been able to.
Yeah. I think that's a good bar to measure it on.
Yeah.
Can Vedius beat them? And, you know, I think that, but can you beat Whippo?
Yeah,
Because
I'm confidently.
okay.
Yeah,
Honestly, this is a
I'm
match
very
I'm
confident.
Okay.
super looking forward to. Red Bull 1v1 finals, that's going to be on Sunday, so cannot wait to see how it breaks down. We're going to be stepping away, but after the break, the EU crew wraps up the day before we hand it over to our friends in North America.